All right, now let's talk about spirituality. Hello, everybody. I am Zakaria, the ghostwriter. I'm done with my 90-day fasting. Wow, God is awesome. I was praying for clarity. I was tired of prophets who tell you what they see, but they cannot tell you what you should do so that you can get to your destination. Spirituality is deep. The journey is not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for babies. There are those who are blessed. There are those who are so lucky. They don't have to do anything to get to where they want to go to. There are those who just wake up one day and they can easily prophesy. There are those who are lucky because of their grandfathers, their mothers, their dads. They paid that debt. In the words of this other guy or from Limpopo, are ke patage ntwela a ke sana selo a ke sana tšhelete ke patage skoloto ke skoloto. In the spiritual realm, in the spiritual space, if the generation before you didn't pay a certain debt, you are in a serious trouble. You have to pay it. And if you don't, your children and your grandchildren will continue. They will suffer. And it's difficult, man. It is so difficult. As much as we might try to make things look fancy on the social media when we are quoting the Bible, the truth is it's difficult. It is hard. It is extremely hard. And I was told that I should read the Bible, and I am in a space whereby I'm reading the Bible daily, and I am just shocked by the stories in the Bible, especially how the 12 apostles, died. You can call them the 12 apostles. You can call them the 12 disciples of Jesus. How they died, man. Oh God. Oh God. Following God is not easy. It is tough. Those who follow African spirituality, they have a song they always sing. And it goes like, Ngikuvumile ukufa. I accepted death. And that's the only way. That's the only way. When people get to the stage whereby they accept their calling, they accept the destination, they accept what they're carrying, it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes something that will liberate them. Because spirituality is so deep in a way that it can make a way for you and it can destroy you. We have seen, those who did well academically, went to Ivy League schools, started working for top companies, and you see them, collapsing. They just break down. And you get surprised when they go in spirituality route and you don't understand. Calling is a calling. There are certain stuff that you have to go through in order to be whoever that you're supposed to be. I'm going to share a lot of stories, guys, and I saw a lot of dreams during my 90-day fasting. I'll give you only 2 dreams, because I'm starting to realize that certain things are not my responsibility. When it comes to defense, it's not my responsibility. I spend all my life trying to survive, in the survival mode. And that is not even my responsibility. 1986, when I was born, the enemies was attacking brutally already. Thank God my mother had, the C-section during those years, and that's the reason why I'm still breathing today. And my ancestors, or my God, has been protecting me ever since. So I'm starting to realize that I've been holding myself back, focusing on a different department. defensive, it is not my department. I have to let go and let God deal with that one. Because it was just a miracle for me to see this earth during those years. All my 5 siblings, none of them was born with C-section. I'm the only child. The rest, everything was normal. It shows that the enemy has been after me before I was even born. And God took the defensive role way before I was born. You know, sometimes we come across people who see certain stuff in our lives and they choose not to go deep into details. They want you to figure out certain things. And the sad part is that sometimes it takes you 20 years to figure out something that takes others 2 years. Because of others has elders next to them who guides them, who show them stuff, who correct them when they are wrong. But if you don't have people who are correcting you, you rely on your dreams and you rely on your ancestors or the angels of God. There is this young man who is singing the song currently, and that song touched me, man. And the lyrics of the song is saying, Dlozilam, Dlozilam utuleleni. Utuleleni, mama. You know, because the situation is so difficult. When I'm translating the word, the person is talking to the ancestors. And the person is saying, why are you so quiet, my ancestor? Why are you so quiet when things are going bad? Why are you so quiet when I cannot find a job? Why are you so quiet when money doesn't stay in my account? Why are you so quiet when I see others, you know, succeeding, but when I'm trying businesses, when I'm trying everything, things are just falling apart and you are just quiet? Why? And he ended up even calling his mother because of, oh my God, mothers are always protecting their children. People like us who lost our mothers, we do believe that they become idlozi elihle. We do believe gore baba mangeloi amatle. Baba khona ngori sireletsa, who protect us, who can speak on our behalf when they tap into the spiritual realm. I'm not speaking here with people who says the Bible says, you know, leave the dead to be the dead. If you are still on that path, please go and check Matthew 18. Goes with it until verse 4. Matthew 18 and work on it. You will understand why Jesus has to go to the mountain to pray and why Elijah and Moses visited Jesus and why they had a conversation on that mountain. And why God revealed himself by telling them that this is my son. Why did they heard the voice of God? God. Let me not even go deep into that. I'm going to make a video where I'm talking about the entire thing. They've been lying to us. Man, they've been lying to us for many years. Moses was on earth. Elijah was on earth. Moses died. The Bible already gave us, you know, the scene where we have seen the angels from the dark side and angels from heaven, you know, fighting for Moses' body. You know, it's been there. He became an ancestor. He went to heaven. Somehow he returned to tell Jesus what he was telling Jesus, because the Bible doesn't give us, you know, the dialogue between the two, between the three. What were they actually talking about? But Jesus' disciples, they were not far from that. And when you read that scripture, you will see that even before Jesus will be on the mountain, he was asking them, who do people say I am? And I think it's Simon who said, they are saying you are Moses. Others, they're saying you are Elijah. Before Moses and Elijah will show up, one of the disciples, I don't remember if it's Peter. I will double check it. When the person said, you are Jesus, the Son of God, you are the Messiah, and Jesus said, you know, it has been revealed by God to you. Now you ask yourself questions why the other disciples decided to mention names of people who were on earth before and they are no longer on earth. It's because of they knew that ancestors, they do send certain messages to people. But you know what? When you start discovering this type of stuff, when you start, and remember, Elijah, he was that guy who was always at the river, who was in the caves. And why is he appearing now on the mountain and having a dialogue with Jesus? Because we saw when he left earth giving all the power to Elisha. Oh, all right. Where was I? I'm going to give you those true dreams. There are those who see stuff and they cannot even give you details. I remember this other lady who called me because she saw some of my videos on YouTube. And she said to me, I just want to talk to you. I am not trying to be your mentor. I'm not trying to be your Gobela. You don't need one. I just want to tell you stuff that I see. We did everything telephonically because she was talking to me over the phone and she started telling me about my life. And she said to me, you are not a prophet. You are not a traditional healer. You are way bigger than that. When I see you, I see Credo Motor. She said to me, do you know that the Credo Motor? I said, yes. She said, when I see you, I see Credo Motor. You are a shaman. You connect with water. You connect with the mountains. You connect with the stars. You have this gift. You can easily read situations. You are a healer. You are healing people even now, and you are not even aware that you're healing people. She said to me, you know what? One day you will remember who you are. You forgot who you are. But one day you will remember who you are. And when you remember who you are, people will travel from other continents to come and see you. She started telling me about the school that I will have later on. She started telling me about the place that I'll be staying at. You know, she started telling me stuff, and things that she was telling me was connecting with things that I was prophesied years ago. She said to me, do you know a place called Tsitsikamma? I said, I've seen it online, but I've never been there. She started telling me certain stuff about the place. Because of this is the social media, there are those who are saying, no, you shouldn't speak about these things on the social media. Yeah, that's why certain stuff, even if when I speak about them, I cannot go into details, because I know that you are not going to be happy about it. But when she's telling me about school, and she's telling me about certain stuff, this 90-day fasting, I see dreams which are connecting with everything, and I understand why. And I thank God for that lady, because you know she gave me what she wanted to give me, the prophecy or the words. Unlike the other lady that I met in the taxi from Polokwane to Johannesburg, who looked at me and she started saying to me, "Umusebeletsi wena, umusebeletsi." She was so happy. She was so happy. And I don't even know the lady. But when I started asking her questions, what do you mean? Musebeletsi ke eng? What is Musebeletsi? I saw her face changing because she didn't want to go into details. She didn't want to tell me what is the role of Musebeletsi in a church. And I later on find out that she's from Church ya Modise. And that reminds me a family member who I spent years angry at him for what he told me and not wanting to give me things in details. But this 90-day fasting revealed things that he couldn't even tell me. And I understand why. Because there was a day where I was sitting and he told me that, Thabo, now you're old enough. I want you to do this for me. I want you to tell our grandfather that you are ready now. You can handle your inheritance. You can handle what's supposed to be yours. You're old enough now. And I wanted to know more, but he said, I've said enough. And all these years when I'm trying to talk to him, he's always avoiding me. But then now, this 90-day fasting reminded me the dream I had back in the days. I already spoke about that dream on my YouTube channel. Some of you guys, you will remember. When I said I was sleeping, I dreamt the old man riding a horse. The old man showed up and he started talking to me. He said to me, I want you to come and see where I stay. He didn't say where I'm buried. He said where I stay. I asked him where. He said, come with me, you will see. And my concern was that I don't even know you. And I don't know if I live with you here, if I will come back. Because in my dream, when I was busy, having a dialogue with the old man, I felt like I had the position that I was at. It's very secured, very solid. And he cannot take me without my permission. He has to ask me to go with him. And if I say, I cannot go with you because I am not sure if you will bring me back. And he said, I assure you, I promise you, I will make sure that you will return. I saw myself in a dream, waking up, walking outside. And when I check outside there, the masses, the number of people who were waiting outside, I cannot even count them. I don't know the number. I cannot even count them. And I saw a horse was there and a walking stick was there. He said to me, ride a horse. I was riding a horse. He was walking next to me. That crowd was following us. It took me years to understand that dream. The old man is the leader in the family. The old man was making me the leader of the family, transferring that power. The old man used to be respected years ago, way before I was born. Yes, these things of being on the mountains, carrying a walking stick, they are from him. The man or the family member who was telling me that it's time for you to go and tell our grandfather that you are ready to get your inheritance. He is named after the old man. But the problem is that he couldn't get things that he thought he was supposed to get. So wherever he went, they told him that, no, the leader is that young man. All the things are given to him already. And there's absolutely nothing you can do. Go and tell him to tell the grandfather that he is ready. In that manner, your things that you are crying with has to go through him because of he is the current leader of the family. You are sitting on the throne. Actually, they were reminding me that you are sitting on the throne, son. And obviously that caused a lot of problems to those who feel like I'm too young to lead them. Those who feels like so and so should be the leader of the family spiritually. When you hear people saying you are gifted, you are a chosen child, they are not just saying. It's as ancestrally certain things do happen, and in the spiritual realm, you might be older than those who are born before you. And some people, they might not even accept that. So now I understand that obviously he was not happy. He was not happy about the decision which was taken by the ancestors or the elders, but he has absolutely nothing to do. So that's why there will always be tension between me and certain family members, because of they know what I don't know. But I'm doing myself injustice if I don't sit on the throne and relax and know exactly who I am. When that lady who prophesied me, the Indian lady who told me these things, when she said you will remember who you are, it goes back and it explains why my younger sister said to me, I dreamt about you. You were, it looks like something was pulling you down in the ocean, but you were not panicking. My younger sister, she said she went to wherever she went and they told her that your brother is gifted. And I remember when she was asking me, but why can't we have what you have? Because of you go to places where people cannot go, you come out unharmed. But we can't even risk moving at night around these places in Tembisa. But you do things that we can't do. And you are not even harmed when you come back from Mudimole and all these places, and you're breaking all the rules, but you are still alive. She wanted to know, but it's a gift. It's not something that you can go to the shop and buy it. A gift is a gift. It's either you have it or you don't have it. And the second dream, oh, look at time. Oh, I can talk too much. I can talk too much. And the second dream, it reveals what my younger sister saw when she said she saw me going head first, and it looks like something was pulling me down and I was not even panicking. Let me try to finish the video with those two dreams, obviously. So now I had a first dream. Let me start with the second in case the time is not enough. Now on my second dream, the elders were talking to me. They said to me, listen, we know we told you years ago that you should stay away from, women. It's about time now you should get married so that we can get you to another level. So obviously it was that moment whereby you sit down and you see women you've been shown, and you look around and you understand, okay, I see what's going on. Then later on, I saw myself going to a cinema and I met a lady. She's a producer. We had a great conversation. She was so happy to see me. She was very respectful to me. And she started giving me some insights with the film industry. And she said to me, I want to show you stuff. And I remember running to a place which looked more like a rendezvous. And I grabbed my camera stand was there, everything was there, and we sat down and she was showing me everything. The person who was supposed to be my partner during that time, that person was not even happy because of the way she was seeing how I was dealing with that person, the producer lady. And later on, they announced that it's time for the movie to start. We sat on the chair, and when we were sitting, when the movie was about to start, I saw our chairs in the cinema moving. And those chairs went straight to the big screen, and the big screen became what we call a portal, whereby we're moving from this dimension to another dimension. And when we moved from that, going via the screen where we were watching the movie, I saw us, landing in what we call a raging ocean. So those people who were in the cinema with me, the ocean took them deep in the middle of the ocean. It was raging. I don't know what happened to them, but it took me to the coast. When I got to the coast, I was still sitting on my chair. And those waves were no longer raging. They were actually becoming more friendly. I got to the coast, and I remember hearing the voice, and I was told that you have been eating rubbish food. you have to do the cleansing. So obviously that's dialogue whereby I have to make sure that I'm cleaning, doing spade and stuff like that. They were actually showing me what to do. And it explained why my younger sister told me that I dreamt you know, and it looks like something was pulling you down, but you were so relaxed. So when I see myself sitting on the chair and it was like I'm cruising. It was like I'm cruising. Now here's the second dream. I saw myself at the school premise. I was with two of my best friends. They were very noisy. They were very loud. They wanted to be seen, but I was a quiet friend. The school bell rang. We went to a class. The class setup was a bit different. I've noticed when I entered that the desks are grouped into two divisions. There is about 10 desks which are on the right-hand side of the class next to the wall. They're facing the north. In front of those tables, there is a bigger table with a question paper. It shows that these people are ready to write an exam. And when I look into those tables, there is those smaller tables which are taking one student at the time, like for single desk. And there was a space, and on the left hand side there were another set of tables, and these tables were tables whereby students will be sitting in pair. They will be sitting in two chairs for one table. But surprisingly, there were two machines in the middle of, you know, that setup. My friends went to the machines. I wanted to use the machines, but the machines were too light for me. Even if I keep adding more bars, but the machine were too light. But I can see my friends were sweating. Exactly where the teacher is supposed to be, but I couldn't see the face of the teacher. I saw most students were going there because of they wanted certain answers from the teacher. I went there, I saw this other lady. She looked familiar. Dark skin with dreadlocks. I spoke with her. And she revealed that that's grade 4. And I was surprised because I found myself in grade 4, whereby I was supposed to be in grade 12. The lady said to me it's grade 4, but I was shocked because I thought I know the lady from my class. Then I later find out that she's a younger sister to the lady who has also dreadlocks, same skin tone, who is in grade 12. So I saw the lady that I know after I spoke with the young lady, because they're sisters. I saw the older sister who I do grade 12 with, and I went to the older sister. Can you believe this is grade 4? Because I thought she's also lost. She said, yeah, this is grade 4. I was here to visit my younger sister. And I saw me walking outside grade 4 with her. We were heading towards our grade 12. Grade 4 is the class that I failed when I was young, the only class that I failed. And there was something which was done, and now they're revealing what was done to me when I was failing grade 4 because of, you know, there was a problem with the teacher who wanted me to keep on selling her ice block during break. And when that issue went to the principal, she was not happy about it, simply because of there was this other teacher of grade 4B who saw me January, and she said, Nicholas, what are you doing here? You know, I couldn't answer her because I started crying, and the other students, they thought maybe I couldn't accept the fact that I failed. And the teacher, it really touched her, and she went to the principal. She said, no, Nicholas is one of my practice students. I don't understand why he can fail. So they later find out that I failed simply because of I am a good salesman. I am the guy who is selling, you know, everything for the other teacher of grade 4B, grade 4A. And that's why she couldn't allow me to go to grade 5 because she can't control me anymore. You know, and that caused a lot of problems. And, you know, people are people. Sometimes they will be angry at you because of you said something or you did something that put them into trouble. You know, and grade 12 is when I was supposed to finish my matric and I couldn't because of a teacher.